up, guys? This is CJ Plays, and we're back with another video. Today, we're going to be doing I Became a Boys Magnet Over a Year, Part 2. If you guys want to see more of these My Story animated videos, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let's start. Alright, so, we are here on My Story Animated. I Became a Boys Magnet Over a Year. Let's start. The last time we picked up off where she went to go ask if she had a pet. If her pet was sick, my mouth glitched. So yeah.
Feeling better. I was feeling better already. I knew my plan was working and that it was only a matter of time before he and I were back to how we used to be. That night, I laid in bed thinking about Chris, fantasizing holding hands and spending time like we always had. I fell asleep and even had a dream about us being the perfect couple again, as if nothing had ever happened. I woke up the next morning with a pit in my stomach, knowing that the dream still wasn't true. But I quickly shifted gears, knowing that I was halfway there. While getting ready for school, I planned out step 6, buttering him up. I knew that.
Whoa, okay, so this woman, last time on our video, we saw that this girl cheated on Chris, and Joseph found out about it, and then she has nobody. She's trying to get Chris back. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to make up a plan to try to get back Chris. And this is step 6 of the plan, and that's buttering him up.
By now, he had dropped his guard just enough. So as a thank you for helping me with my dog, I bought him 2 tickets to a movie I knew he would want to see. When I gave him the tickets, I told him that he could of course take whoever he wanted. Now, if anyone knows Chris, it's me. And I know he's too nice and polite not to ask me to go with him, especially not after our time together last night.
Whoa! This girl's so she's basically buying him everything, every single thing that she can find that he likes, so she can bring anybody with him. And then her plan so she thinks that he's gonna ask her to go out with him.
Well, sure enough, after school, he texted me and asked if I wanted to join him at the theater that night. Woohoo! I was so excited.
No! Chris, what have you done? What have you done, my man? What have you done? You have already acknowledged a cheater. You are trying to let him drop you're trying to let this evil woman drop your guard so she can make out with you, bro. Bro, that's a piece of shit.
Suddenly, I had another flash of my kiss with Joseph, and it felt like electricity was running through my body. I shook it off and quickly got back to
Dang, look at that over here. Are you still thinking about Joseph, bro? I bet you're gonna cheat on him again. Comment down below, what do you think? Well, what do you think she's gonna do next? What do you think she's gonna do next? Do you think she's gonna cheat on him again?
Celebrating this triumph with Chris, I needed to stay focused and get ready for step 7, playing coy and having the let's be friends talk. There was no way I wasn't going to get him back now. That night at the movie theater, I acted shy and almost timid. I knew that if I came off as confident as I actually was about the situation, I would blow the whole thing. When we met up outside of the theater, I kept a slight distance and awkwardly waved hello. Already, it was working, and he timidly opened his arm for a side hug. Score! That loosened us both up, and we both relaxed a bit, hanging out and talking like old friends. We got to the counter for snacks, and I even ordered for him, his favorite. This gave us both a little giggle. My world was feeling right again, and at that moment, I realized just how wrong it had felt since we'd broken up.
Yeah, you have to figure out that everybody has to know that it's wrong to cheat on somebody that you're on. If you're dating somebody, then you gotta make sure that you actually like this person first before you're gonna date somebody. You can't just cheat on somebody. You gotta make sure that this person, this man or woman, is gonna be a good, compatible person for you that you will never cheat of, and they will be yours forever. I mean, if it's Nicki Minaj, then, or if it's Or if it's handsome in a bond, then that's a different story.
While he shared his, I kind of spaced out, no longer hearing what he was saying. I was loving the way he always got so excited while talking about something he was passionate about, and the way he waved his arms around to express himself, even the way his lips moved while he was talking. I really had missed him.
This girl is so freaking weird. So this boy did come from a character from like a animated story to that big old muscle guy.
Jasmine, did you hear anything I just said? He asked. Oh, I'm so sorry. Now was my opportunity to have the talk. I took a deep breath and found just thinking about how nice it is to be hanging out again. I had to play the part. I looked down at my feet, playing nervous and unsure. I was wondering if we could be friends? I peeked up at him and he had his cute little half smile. He sighed. Yeah, I guess being friends would be okay. It worked, I thought.
Yo! You just fell right into a trap!
Stay cool, I reminded myself. Just then, my mom arrived to pick me up. Well, see you later, friend, I said. He waved goodbye. I was feeling great. With only 3 simple steps to go, I knew it was just a matter of time. The next step would be perhaps the most challenging, but I knew I couldn't skip it. Step 8, acting like a true friend. I knew that.
Let me just scratch my girl real quick. She has a plan. Her plan is working. She's acting, so Chris is basically like her flute that she's playing right now, bro.
Had the upper hand in case I needed to revisit step 3, sabotage any new prospects. Plus, even just having him thinking romantically around me could help to draw him back in. So the next week at school, I casually met up with him at his locker before classes started. Hey, how was your weekend? I asked. Good, pretty chill, he said. It felt like he was being short, and for a minute, I felt my confidence waver. Cool,
Whoa.
Did you...
Self-esteem dropped all the way down to the hard-clad floor. What's your freaking plan?
See anyone special? I asked. He looked over at me, kind of suspicious. What do you mean? He asked. Good. He was going for the bait. Did you hang out with anyone special? I don't know, a girl? We're friends, remember? We can talk about these things. He looked a little uncertain, so I said, but obviously, if it makes you feel uncomfortable. No, he said. Sorry, I was just thrown a little off guard. Yeah, well, kind of. He sounded uneasy. I hung out with one of my neighbors. She just moved into town. I don't know, it's new. I hated hearing this. I felt so jealous.
Yo, is she the devil? You see those eyes? Look at those eyes. Those are eyes of the devil, bro. Look at those eyes. Those are eyes of the devil.
I knew it, I said, acting
Yo, hold on a second. What? So first, she goes from brown hair, green shirt to white, pale, vampire ghost person with black and gray hair and a gray shirt.
I said, friends, remember? I care about you, no matter what. I guess that was enough to disarm him completely, because after that moment, it was like the floodgates opened. He was telling me all about this girl, which led into everything he had been up to since we broke up. And that even led to us talking about how we both felt after the whole Joseph drama. By the time classes were starting, we were both almost in tears and parted with a big hug. I had a feeling I didn't have to worry about his new neighbor anymore. That had worked better than I could have even planned.
Ha! But you thought you go get him back. But then he is still talking about that girl, and he gonna get married. You ain't got nothing to do now.
And I went to class with a totally full heart, which made me a little sad about the next step, and even questioned if I should go through with it. But I knew if I wanted him back, it was necessary. And I did. I wanted him back so badly, and I was so close to the finish line. So right then and there, I implemented step 9. Back off and let him come to me. Now that we had bonded and at such an intense and unexpected level, I knew that withdrawing from him would lead him to the chase. So I did. I didn't act cold or disinterested. I just stopped reaching out. When I saw Chris in the halls, I would still smile and wave, but would keep it moving. Even when he called, I would answer and even express that I was excited he was calling, but tell him that I was pretty busy. Let's talk a little later, I would say, excitedly, but I would never be the one to call back.
You actually think that's gonna work? You're just gonna draw him away from you again.
Inevitably, he always called. I didn't want to rush this process, so I let things go along like this for almost a whole week. And before I knew it, he was calling after school every day.
Whoa.
I had him exactly. I had manipulated the whole situation. Was this how I wanted our relationship to start again? With lies and deception? Never mind that. I can't think that way. The most important thing is that we get back together, no matter what it takes. Love will make you do crazy things.
Yo, hold on. Yo, this girl from brown hair to a little monster Harley Quinn, normal human to Harley Quinn. You're not a little monster. Look at that. You're not a little monster.
So I pushed forward with a final phase. Step 10. Have the I really missed this talk. Now that Chris and I had been talking and even hanging out regularly, with him still initiating, I asked him out to lunch over the weekend. And to no surprise, he accepted my invitation. We met up at one of our old favorite hangout spots for some grilled cheese, just like we used to when we were still dating. Things started off just as friends. We were talking and laughing, totally absorbed in one another's company. We had just finished laughing so hard that our sides hurt, reminiscing on a trip we had taken the previous summer. Chris had lost his swim shorts trying to body surf in the ocean while I had been sunbathing. He yelled out for me to bring him a towel, and I playfully pretended that I couldn't hear him, signaling for him to come join me on the beach. He eventually had no choice. We were both in absolute tears thinking back to this moment. I knew it was the right time. I looked over at him and caught his gaze, suddenly very serious. Still wiping his tears of laughter away, he asked, "What's with a serious face?" "Chris," I said, "I really missed this." He took a pause before replying. "So did I, Jasmine."
Yo, you just fell inside a trap. You fell in a trap. No, you played it like a little fool. You played him like a little fool. No, you played him like a little fool.
Down next to me, he grabbed my hand and said, "Jasmine, I've been thinking, and I don't like being apart. I love you so much, and if you can promise me you won't cheat again, I think we can work through this. I'd like to get back together." With new tears in my eyes, I nodded and said, "I promise. I love you so much, and I'm so sorry. I want to be your girlfriend again." Then he leaned in for a kiss. We hugged and held one another for a while. I was so happy. This was all I wanted. Suddenly, my world was complete again. My 10-step method had worked, and I felt...
Dang! You actually went probably like a whole 15,000 years trying to get this man back, bro, after you cheated.
At total ease. I would never compromise our relationship ever again. The next day at school, it felt like we had never even broken up. We were holding hands in the hall, passing notes back and forth, and texting throughout the whole day. Life was good, and I was totally content. I didn't even mind that the science fair, my least favorite part of school, was coming up. And then I got a text from Joseph. We hadn't even talked since our kiss. Why now? What could he possibly want? Annoyed, I opened his text. "Wanna be science fair buddies?" With a winky face. There was the electricity. Oh no.
If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about Jasmine. Is she a good person or bad person? But I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.